Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex coming back in today with a brand new video, and as always, down in the title below will be the topic we're talking about today. So, High School DxD Season 4, man. I'm going to try to get this video in before my dog goes nuts after my friend gets here. I thought about making a video with him, but that's besides the point. Let's just talk about High School DxD. I get distracted easily, I know, I understand. But so let's talk about High School DxD and the art. Is it good enough? Is High School DxD, at a level to where it still is good enough to pass and I guess essentially get those other seasons? And I think the answer to that is yes. I think the answer to this, as a whole, is the story is good. The harem atmosphere that it has, or genre it has, not even atmosphere, but because that is the atmosphere, is good enough and better than other ones. And I think that's what makes this show unique, and I think that's what makes it original in a way, because we're not used to actually having a well-written show, or at least this well-written, for a harem series. It's not, am I saying it's the best? Am I saying it's ReZero? Am I saying it's My Hero Academia? Am I saying it's Bunga Stray Dogs, especially season 2, whenever I refer to that kind of level, Attack on Titan writing? I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that the show is above and beyond the average mediocrity that is harem series for the most part. I'm saying it's good writing. I'm not saying it's great, but I'm saying it's damn good. And you can ask a lot of people. Go ask the Anime Man. He's talked about it. Go ask, someone like Mother's Basement. He has talked about it and praised the show because that's because it deserves to be praised by how it's written. What harem series get character development like this show does? Tell me, what harem series get characterization, not just character development, but characterization like this series does? Does the art style help it or hurt it? I think that the art style actually does hinder it in a lot of aspects, and that's because the mature look of the show is what really elevates, I think, the show, because that's its meta. It's self-aware. That's where it gets its comedy from. It's self-aware of the comedy and where it, gets that from, where it derives from, per se. And that's the characters looking overly, that mature look and that, I guess, I don't know if I want to say exotic look, per se. I don't know if that's really what I want to say. But, of course, that sexual look, to say the least. So that's where it gets its comedy from. That's why it ricochets off Issei so well. And I don't think it does that as well now. And that's not even knocking the art, because the art's not the worst thing in the world. I wish I could see Kyoto in the background and stuff like that with the old art style. Oh God, I think it would look beautiful. I mean, I've always liked DxD art style. Go back and look. I thought it was above its time for art style. I've watched it on Blu-ray disc. Maybe that's why I even think more so. But even when I go to a streaming website, I think it looks amazing. Go to Crunchyroll season 1, season 2, and compare other animes that were made during those times with High School DxD. Compare Fairy Tail to High School DxD and art style. Tell me which one looks better. Fairy Tail's great animation, but tell me, the art style specifically, which one looks the best. That's just something I want to throw out there and have you guys kind of look at that. It's really good. I think it's really good for what it does. I mean, even the openings are really well done and animated very well for the series. I mean, so that's something that is just something I think is special with the series. I will say I think the animation from TNK is actually better than the animation from here. I look at some of the animation and I think the art kind of makes it kind of throws it off a little bit at times, but I don't think that's really, I don't know, it's weird. I think Passione's art doesn't necessarily go well with animation, at least this art style. So that's something that I want you guys to think about, because I think TNK's art style just went better with it, and I don't know what it is. You go look at some fights and it just looks odd at times with animation. I don't think it looks terrible by no means, because I'm still very much invested in enjoying this series. So I want you guys to think about that. So as always, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter X25. Definitely leave your guys' thoughts down in the description below. I mean, just a little video. I'm gonna end it here just in case there's other things I do want to talk about in the future, but outside the art and how it complements the characters and how, and eventually the, I guess, compare and contrast, per se, of High School DxD, like season 3, season 2, and 1 art style compared to this. I mean, outside of talking about how it could, look with the backgrounds and the surroundings and just everything, Kyoto as a whole, all the backgrounds and so so on and so forth, and also the characters and the animation, how the art complements the animation. Outside of that, there's not too much to talk about right now. We're still very early on in the series, and maybe there will be more down the road. So yeah, as always, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.